touching on the back. What you see is good intentions, it's for clout and hitters mad. You can never be as such you carry, gotta wear a mask. They be pulling at you, grabbing at you, pop up trying to change you. I built my own foundation and there ain't no rearranging. Moving careful every day is exactly how I played it. Not looking for number one, but that's exactly how I'm paced. I got choices, I'm getting opinions from so many voices. Bring the horses so I can get up away from all the noise. Too many people tell me what I should do, I take it and laugh. They not knowing if I mess up, I can end up falling flat. If I write a bad tweet, lagging in my whole street. If I give them what they wanted, I'm gonna be broke in a week. If I tell my baby no, she might get it from the street. If I'm not tough for my son, he might grow up to be weak. What do I do? I'm new to having cameras in my face. What do I do to keep getting the love from my state? What do I do to keep the money coming in? What do I do? Writing it till I need another pen. Gotta make the right decision, no, it might just be my last. People view everything different when you touching on the back. What you see?
It originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Push him back. Push him back. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. I'm trying to.
Hey, Charlie.
26.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And that's complete Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
Hey, Delta.
27.
On first down, Lawrence getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Hey, Alpha. Hey, Pucko.
On second down, a run with Etienne, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A quick throw complete to Chark. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the Texans' 42-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's once again complete to Chark. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Stop your whining.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolf.
I know he ain't got it. Check safety, check safety.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
60 by 60.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. Brings up second down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
40's the mic. Check.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Mike 40, Mike 40. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check. 40.
2nd and 5. Touchdown, Texans. Colin Johnson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down. 26, Mike.
Hey, exit.
Let's go heavy. Heavy what's up?
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Give me some. Here we go.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
26, Mike.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Go.
26, Mike.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Jam. Shift. Watch the twist.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Joker.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Lawrence. He'll get this off DTN. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. Rolling to his left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Here we go, set. 19.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series.
I got you, son.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Fighting through the tackle at the 30. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd and 1, Lawrence finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
I'm coming after you. Hey, high 7. Coming after you.
26, Mike. 26.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
X3, 218, chopper. Shoot.
Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let's get off the field. Watch the safety creep.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Hard, hard.
SOS.
They'll run with Etienne. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Check 13. Check 13.
Kill, kill, kill.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Switch.
Go, go. On the pitch.
From the shotgun, Lawrence dancing to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. CeeDee Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Texans 7.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense.
He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Colin Johnson. As the first half is winding down. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. A 1st down and more, Etienne. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Etienne. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Tusa! Hey, Haywood! Yo, fast!
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Left side to Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Watch 7. Watch 7. Watch 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
26 Mike, 26.
Hey, foxtrot, now!
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Let's go one more.
Ready?
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And Shark calls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Check tight. No. Off.
Greystone travel. Bravo. Say go.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice kick.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Hey, seam 6.
26 Mike.
Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Go. 18 Gator.
Check me out.
Smoke.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Yep.
He's tired of us.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Here we go.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
25.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And trying to find Shark, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He was brought down at the 26.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Colin Johnson with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that will put them on top here in the third.
Jaguars 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the block, motion, block.
Hey, Delta.
26, Mike, 26.
Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run. It's Etienne. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
26, Mike, 26.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Zach Cunningham with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Again, it's Johnson. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A huge play there for Houston. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jaguars 26.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Colin Johnson there to make the grab. And the Texans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw, letting one go deep for the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. Colin Johnson, 27 yards. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Jaguars 26.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good one.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
And the Texans first down.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it real.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. It's a throw again is Lawrence. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going to take another shot here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A huge play there for Houston. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to try and go deep again. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far. But a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and the lead will swell by one more.
66, Jaguars 26.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Let's go.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A final shot now for Lawrence.
Watch 17, watch 17.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.